Welcome, viewers. I'm Corknut, and we are playing Phoenix Point. In the last episode of Phoenix Point, we sent the A-team over to Phoenix Alpha, where they had a close call but managed to eliminate the enemy forces there. This time, we would like to get on with our diplomacy missions. Ideally, we would be getting our Synedrian diplomacy mission because it's about high time we started dropping mist repellers. It's about time we started dropping mist repellers on our bases because I believe we're going to start seeing some pretty big, strong pushback from the Pandorans. Right now we have the behemoth in the sky, and it looks like it's about to drop a bomb on this haven of Kusura. We have been fending off its fighters pretty handily with Tenuous here, and we'll continue to try to do that. The main things we're waiting to do right now is to heal the aphid here. While aphid heals, I don't really want to send the A-team back out on a mission. The B-team is exploring here. They could use some healing also, but they're not too bad. They're flying with the carrier here, and they picked up Scooby, so they're doing some explorations with Scooby. Over here in South American continent, the chariot is on its way to Phoenix Point Base 1, because at Phoenix Point Base 1 we have Crystal Chance Lin waiting to get picked up. Crystal's been doing some training here. She's up to level 2, which unlocks dash for her, which we'll pick up immediately. We're also going to take some time to boost her speed up here. We have a lot of Phoenix points to spend. So we'll get her up to 18 or so. We'd also like to give her a grenade and maybe a Neurazer, but yeah, she should have enough strength to carry all that. Unfortunately, our grenade is deep in the production queue, so we'll have to bump it up. Looking at just our general situation right now, we do have 7 research labs across bases. We only have 4 manufacturing. So it is about time we added another manufacturing site. They are quite expensive to build. This thing, fabrication plant. We also don't have a cybernetics lab anywhere as far as I can tell, but they cost pretty close to the same. Also, cybernetics is a little bit more heavy in the tech. We don't have a lot of tech to spend, considering there's not a lot of Synedrian out there selling tech. So our fab plant investment here, which will cost 100 tech, is probably the last tech investment we're going to do. But before we do that, I think we have... yeah, okay, we have Tenuous up here heading to a tech trade, so we'll be fine. So let's go ahead then. And in Phoenix Avionics, we will indeed invest in another fabrication plant. It'll take 4 days to build. The main thing we're waiting to build right now is this satellite uplink. 7 hours away. Once that's set... oh my goodness. It might actually not matter. Once that satellite uplink starts, it's going to start uncovering South African exploration sites, which will finally give us a branch to Madagascar, but wouldn't you know it? Let's actually take a look at whether or not Scout has a route. No. Damn. Okay, so we are still waiting for... we need an exploration site somewhere up here to bridge this final gap back down to Phoenix Logistics B, which will finally let us on to Madagascar. So we're waiting those 7 hours for that. In the meantime, we have sent the gift back to Phoenix Avionics because there's not even a vehicle bay here. We are repairing everything. But currently, no way to repair or heal at this base, so we're going to have to leave. That's what they're headed for. They're going to leave and eventually come back here. I think we can start the time on slow to see what's happening. We're doing some exploration here. Carrier is moving that way. Chariot is moving that. Tenuous is going to hit a trade here for us, and we can pick up some tech for materials. We have plenty of materials right now. We're going to pick up 130 tech there, which recovers the amount we spent to make that fabrication plant. We could probably make a second fabrication plant with the money we've just uncovered there. I'm not sure if there's any more good tech trades here. Maybe right here. Looks like where we came from. Yeah, there's no tech to be had there. Down in this side of the world, there's one Synedrian base there and one way down here. Two way down here. This one just got rebuilt. And this one is actually offering a pretty good trade, but that's a long way to go for that trade. That's probably something the Chariot can do once they're down there. So it looks like we're done trading for tech for the time being. Unless we can trade food for tech here. Yeah, we can do a food for tech trade over there. We're not low on food at all, so we will send Tenuous here next. We do want to keep an eye out in case any more flyers come out of this, but so far we haven't seen any. Let's keep going and make sure everything is hunky-dory. Yes, everybody's moving. Found yet another Anu. It did uncover a Synedrian site here, although unfortunately they're not selling tech. Are they? Wait. Misunderstanding that. They're buying tech. Synedrian is buying tech. Okay. Well, we're going to explore around this area some more. Let's send the inaccessible here, along with Carrier. And we'll explore that site next.
Research complete.
And meanwhile, we have completed research on the Brocker AC-3, a perfect complement to the Nomad air-to-air missiles. The Brocker autocannon provides suppressing fire and is often employed to force the enemy to partake in unfavorable maneuvers to avoid the threat. Let's take a look at the stats of this. We also have armor. Armor plating might make sense instead of the afterburner. So far, the afterburner has been doing a great job, but for a lot of the Pandoran weapons, what I understand, they can't even break through that armor. So it might make sense to switch to that. We just unlocked the Brocker AC-3, which does burst 3, ammo capacity 97 seconds. Compare that to the Artemis here, which we're using. It's 5-second cooldown, so it fires faster. It only has 50 shots, does 80 damage. So this does more damage, but fires quite a bit slower. Range is 1300 versus 1850. Yeah, I think we're sticking with the Artemis, unfortunately. We might even end up adding more Artemis rather than using missiles plus Artemis. It might make more sense to just use these. Although, wow, the Prometheus does fire damage. Shred damage versus fire damage. 140 versus 120. Yeah, still seems like we're sticking with those. Alright. Back to the geoscape. Let's complete these explorations. And finally, we're here at Phoenix Point, where we can pick up Crystal. Trying to remember her name. Crystal's here at Phoenix Point. Let's transfer her aboard the Chariot. That's 4 out of the 5 people we want to recruit. Unfortunately, we still don't have a viable recruit here, so I'm very much leaning toward just grabbing a heavy. For for now. We're going to send the chariot down here to do this trade. Tenuous arrived here. We'll do a trade for food. Food for tech. That's a lot of food, but there are 1 million Anu sites, and that does give us plenty of tech to head back to the New Jericho bases where they're selling materials. Although most of these are still tapped out from the last time we visited. Now it looks like they're starting to replenish over in this direction. Can we trade here? No. So Tenuous is going to start heading back this way just to be ready for when the behemoth attacks. It doesn't look like it did a lot of damage to that. Or, no, it did a lot of damage to that anosite and it's moving on to another one. Great. Just wreaking havoc. Alright, let's proceed from there.
Research complete.
Pandoran goo, an analysis of the substance referred to as goo by our field team and laboratory scientists, has found it to be a mutated form of the Caulbacter crescentus bacterium. The bacterium has adhesive properties and thrives in wet spaces, although it does react negatively to oxygen. Experiments have shown that exposed to air, the substance dies in a matter of moments, rendering the goo harmless.
Research complete.
While appearing to be a piece of technology, the Anu dirigible is part machine and part living organism based on the design of a pre-plague airship. The disciples of Anu have enhanced their version, making it more durable and efficient. The ship can sustain heavy damage while transporting a squad of 8 soldiers to any desired location. Speed and maneuverability are considerably lacking, though the craft makes up for it with its storage capacity and range. Could start making Tiamats. They are very slow. They may come in handy in later game when we are trying to move large crews around. Alright, taking a look at research, we're moving on to heavy cannon development. And then we're going to start researching the Yogothian entity. We might actually stick light sniper rifles in there before we get to Yoggoth. Bandicor Fenrir is going to have to wait. That takes too long to study. Manufacturing, we have an icon here just probably because of the Brocker? No. Why do we have a light on manufacturing? We must have uncovered some other equipment that I forgot about. Not seeing anything though, so I'm not sure why that exclamation point is there. Ah, it's because of the Tiamat, right. Okay. Research. We did get Anno Winged Warfare Doctrine available in 3 hours. The Gospel of the Exalted warns of a great enemy in the sky and offers clear instructions for waging aerial warfare. Oh, that's interesting. We can also make a goo repeller, but we have to capture Pandoran with goo ability for that. Let's actually move the Winged Warfare Doctrine up. Maybe that'll give us bonus against aerial combatants. The rest of this is still waiting for New Jericho. Yet another Anu site. We're getting sick of Anu now. Like, we did have 0 Anu sites early game, but it's because Anu owns the entirety of Asia, India, and the rest of the continent except for Europe. With 1 Sinedrian site in there so far. Let's keep moving and looking for other things. It does look like they have a recruit we might be interested in. Wadasi Brave Yigwek. He has an armored head mutation. He's an assault. Not sure I like the armored head. It's 30 armor, but it drops his perception and accuracy. I don't think it's worth it. He's also picked some skills that already, so I don't know. Level 3, very expensive. No, we're not doing it. I can't bring myself to do it. Okay, we're gonna send them down here. What is this? The rebuke. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna head this way. And maybe they'll head to that rebuke mission. Meanwhile, these guys in the gift and what was the other one there? The scout. They're both heading back to base. They're almost there. Tenuous. It's heading back for another trade. Yeah, we're good.
Research complete.
Alright, already finished Anu Winged Warfare Doctrine. The disciples of Anu have completed one of their most successful sacred rituals, the rite of winged warfare. The Gospel of the Exalted instructs this doctrine should be set in motion only if a great danger must be met high in the air. The rite includes anointments of airships for war and inscriptions of weaponry with oaths of vengeance. Multiple choirs of young children take turns chanting for days on end until the ceremony is complete. So that teaches us how to make the Anu heavy cannon, the Anu ramming module, and the Anu defensive module. I'm doubtful if any of those are going to be interesting. Nurta's mace. A very short-range weapon. No, that's the Gemini Fort. No, Nurta's mace. Burst 7, damage 100, visual guidance. 800 range, so not very short range, but not very long, and only 50% accuracy. Cooldown 10 seconds. That just sounds terrible. The Ravager, this is a ramming module. If we wanted to ram, cooldown's only 5 seconds, so you can do a lot of short range damage rapidly with this, but again, we like to keep our damage at range. And then this reinforced bulkhead, it's just extra hit points. Yeah. None of those seem that great, honestly. That's too bad. I was hoping for something good from Anu, but they disappoint. That was the sound of the scout. No, the gift returning, where they are going to wait a while for Aphid to recover. Alright, meanwhile, nothing found at an exploration site. After several hours of exploration, nothing useful found. We'll move on to another one. We do need to find some Synedrian outposts. Alright, and we get a trade here for tech. Materials for tech, hopefully. Getting blocked by the ship there. Yeah, 480, that's like half of our materials, but decent amount of tech. Now the question is 960. Yeah, we can't activate this base down here, and if we did, it would probably be attacked immediately because it would be infested. It would really be nice to get these bases unlocked, but it's going to be a while before we can do that, I think. This New Jericho Haven is still being repaired. 55 days, yeah. It takes a long time to recover from the behemoth attacks. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else. Oh, there is a unexplored site here, so we could send these 4 to go do an exploration. It's risky because it's in the mist. Yeah, let's send them there. They can always retreat to Phoenix Point 1. How are we doing here now? Yeah, and still nothing coming up, but finally we're getting a circle indicating satellite uplink is online. That's great. That'll take a little while. We'll watch that for a bit. Wait, facility damaged vehicle. What did that say? Phoenix Delta. Why was this facility damaged? Where is this place? What happened? Oh, they're attacking us. Oh, I totally missed that. That means, Tenuous, you are changing course. That's frustrating. I guess they get free reign to attack our base while we're not looking. That'll have uplink damage. Man, that's annoying. What's ahead? Sumer. The Scuophylax of Sumer has been processing the information recently gathered by the Haven Scouts and offers to share some of it with us in exchange for parts for the hallowed machines she is tasked with maintaining. 10 tech for information. 3 scavenging sites. Okay, that's actually super valuable. We found a Synedrian base here. We also found a site where we can rescue people and a scavenging site. So we have a couple scavenging sites. Those are actually valuable missions for us to get underway. Unfortunately, this Synedrian outpost that we uncovered there doesn't have any tech for sale. And it was yet another Anu site. Let's actually head to this scavenging site because it's about time we rescued some more soldiers and hopefully built up C-Team to the point where they will finally be valuable. Alright, this is a rescue soldiers mission. It's in a corrupted area. It's going to be daytime. Scavenging missions are much more dangerous if within a mist zone, so this may be dangerous. Oh, it's only Scooby here. Let's wait for the other vehicle to arrive. There we go. And now let's take a look. We do have a couple... Charlie needs a heal. Otherwise, Charlie's good to go, although we have Zeus grenades equipped for some reason. Charlie's good to go. We could probably bump your willpower and strength eventually, but I'm not going to do it right now. Citizen Eileen, are you the second one on this ship? Yes, and you are mildly corrupted, but not worth it to cure you at this time. You do have 15 points. I wonder if it's time to multi-class you. No, you're such a great sniper. It would be a waste, I think, to multi-class you until you're completely kitted out. It's probably worth upping your willpower, though. Unless you have a great... Quarterback is pretty nice because of the +2 speed that it gives you. I wonder if that actually brings you up to 22. I'm not sure. I'll have to read about that before spending the points on it. Let me spend 1 Phoenix SP on you here, and we'll bump up your willpower to 16. Checking your items, we're going to get rid of the Zeus grenade. We're going to get rid of this heal grenade. That gives you 2 grenades. You tend to take damage. Let's actually leave you with 1 grenade. You don't need 2. Charlie has 1. He's got a bunch of spider packs. Let's swap this for a real grenade. Juliana. She's wielding a shield. They're going to be with Scooby, who is going to have high explosives. I think you'll be fine like that. We might want more, but we don't have much more. Mist, you've got a super weapon, so I think you're set. And Jen, you have a shock grenade for some reason. Let's make sure you've got a real grenade. And Scooby. Scooby has a Scarab missile turret. Let's put... I was going to say let's put some repair kits in you, but it doesn't look like... Oh, these are instant. Okay, let's make a couple of these. Yeah, and we'll keep a few of those in Scooby. We lost track of... There it is. Let's just put a couple in here just for safekeeping, and Maybe some spare grenades. Although, we've never really needed... We've never really had a chance to get back to the vehicle to pull stuff like this out. Let's leave it like that. And we will attempt to rescue the soldiers. Everybody is selected. Juliana looks like she could probably use some corruption removal. Everyone else, I think, was fine. But we didn't really check their points, did we? So, Citizen Eileen, you're fine. 10 points here. We could put in strength. 20 points here. Your strength is also kind of low. So is your willpower. Let's give you strength. Jen, 15 points. Willpower. And that's it. Let's head back and deploy. Alright, we are probably going to run into the worst of the worst here. Sirens, Acrons, Chirons, you name it. Let's see if we can make this a gun run, rescue the people, and get out as fast as possible. Hey, it's a good time to remind you to click that like button if you're liking this series. And it's also, I also would love to see you subscribe. Phoenix forces at what looks like a ruin. There's an escape in the upper corner there. No sign of our rescuees. I guess it would be too easy if they were visible right off the bat, huh? Okay, how do we want to approach this? I think what we're going to have to do is send Scooby. Yeah, it looks like everybody should probably just head to this side over here. So let's send Scooby here first. Get eyes down that corridor. There we go. And we see our first enemy is an Arthron right ahead. Arthron shield bearer champion. Probably not much of a threat. Not even just a pincher. Not even a spitter. That's a good sign. Let's keep going with the original plan. Keep going, I say. Okay, nothing down that way. Oh, and we do see a sniper there, as far away as possible, unfortunately. Looks like we could send Scooby into the... You know what? I'm forgetting that Scooby is a... Whatever this is called, like a Valkyrie or something. I'm forgetting that it's not an Espida. So I'm using it more as a scout, where one of these should really be hanging back and firing missiles. Alright, there's our second enemy. It looks like a Triton. Triton poacher. I guess we do want to get up there and engaging soon. One thing we can check on these is if you look at them, yeah, since they don't have a ability to cause corruption, that means there's no Acheron here, which is good.
I'm here.
So Jen could probably charge forward and get a jump. For some additional scout. Let's actually get you way out there. Oh, we see another Acheron. No, I mean another Arthron. This Arthron is a Scourge with a grenade launcher. Hopefully doesn't attack us this turn. Charlie 1, I'm going to have you get in here and get ready to grab us some willpower. Charlie 1 saw something. Ah, another Scourge way out there. Okay, Charlie, you're... Oh, yeah, Charlie, you're fine. Let's actually keep you outside the building on second thought. Maybe over to here. And a Mindfragger. Okay, Mindfragger's pretty far away, so not too bad. I like you there because you're out of line of sight. So let's leave you there. Let's get Jen. Let's see, if Jen's up here, do you start getting shots? It looks like maybe.
Aiming.
Actually, that's not so bad. Let's take that and see if we can take off the pincher already. Super nice. That guy is out of the game already. Great. I like that because we didn't accidentally waste our Scooby rockets on him. See, I don't think we're going to be able to do that twice. Citizen Eileen, you're just going to run up and hide behind Scooby for now. And then, Tyzok, you can run toward the middle. Okay, biggest threat I think is going to be the Scourge, so... Everybody seems like they're ready to go. And yeah, maybe we can push you forward a little bit more. Can you get inside? No, it's too late to get you inside. Let's just push you up against this wall. And let's see what the aliens do. Alerts a Triton. And then fires at another one we don't see. Oof. Oh good, that's a friendly firing at the Scourge. So there's at least two friendlies, they're both in this building. Yeah, that's only two. Alright, they're thinking that means something's invisible. Ooh, the Triton Poacher comes in and does some hand-to-hand. Guessing that's a heavy just by the weapon it fired, although it could have been an assault. Would be nice if it was an assault, because that's what we're looking for. Oof, and there's the siren. Yuck. Looks like it probably did a mind control on that guy. Oh, there's so many of them. This is already looking too dangerous for us. Okay. Target priority is the siren. What does our missile chance look like there? Not too bad. Let's try. Long range missile shots always miss though, so I don't know what I'm thinking. Whoa, my god, we got the head disabled. That is such a lucky shot. Okay, with head disabled, if she did mind control this guy, he's probably still mind controlled, but I think it means she can't do it again. Yeah, she's only a hand-to-hand now. Cool. Couldn't have asked for a better shot than that. Scooby, thank you so much. Hopefully we don't run into a second siren. Okay, Citizen Eileen, I think you're just going to take some shots from where you stand. We do not like those things. And hopefully you can get the other one. Nice.
That was a kill.
Also, rarely disappoints us. Okay, it doesn't look like it was mind controlled. It looks like it is a bandit assault, so that's super valuable. That's exactly what we're looking for. How do you feel about jumping over here and getting us a sniper? I think that might be too dangerous, but another option
Yes.
is grenading. Look at that. You can't hit both of those with a grenade. Let's boom blast you.
I know how to do this.
Okay, you're probably going to hit the tree, but Crossing fingers. Haha, called it. Called it in one. Alright, let's, with the tree out of the way, let's see what you can do now. So nice. We did knock at least 1 or 2 arms off. I think that was the grenade launcher that we knocked off on this guy. Yeah, he's got a machine gun still. This one only has Spitterhead, so they are significantly weakened. That's nice. That may save these guys' lives. Juliana, I think you could probably get to where you can shoot the siren.
Let's go.
Although I think I'm putting you in grave danger here by running you around the edge like this. Torso doesn't have any armor. And that's a destroyed torso with 40 bleed. 71 hit points. Damn, I was hoping that was enough. Yeah, and I forgot that there was an Arthron here, so you're in pretty grave danger. What we can probably do is have Charlie fire some spiders over there as a distract. See, spider gun takes 2 shots, so let's get you on the roof here, Charlie. That'll be a good place to shoot those from. You did see a mine fragger, unfortunately another mine fragger. Oof. Yeah, let's get them about here. They all hit the rock? Are you kidding me? That is terrible luck. Okay. Usually, yeah, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Okay. Jen, guess what? Maybe you can get that guy. I think you get a better shot if you move to here or so.
Moving.
And then with a quick aim, let's check your shot before we decide to quick aim. Yeah, you should be able to take a pinch route, probably. If you're lucky.
Aiming.
Good job. Charlie, that was terrible. Okay, that's everybody. We're in a lot of danger here with Tyzok. Our site assault bandit is doing some good work there. Nice. Disabled a head. It came in behind you, it looks like. Not sure why you can't see it. You must have terrible perception. Bandit sniper coming down to do some work on the siren. Thank you, buddy. There is a mine fragger out there for you to be worried about, though. Oof. Paralysis damage. Oh, completely paralyzed. That sucks. I don't think we have any way to remove that, because I don't think the standard medikits do anything about paralysis, but we'll try. Oof. Okay, it's a head disable. That could have been bad. We might be able to save him. Shield bearer's out. This other shield bearer. Wonder if you have a spitter. Oop. There's the mine fragger. Man, that guy's paralyzed. I wonder if that'll... Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to interplay there with somebody paralyzed but mine fragged. You're bleeding. You don't have a weapon. Okay. We don't have to worry about you. You're bleeding. Oh, you have a lot of good stats. You can't see that guy, though, unfortunately. I think you need to kill this thing, though, otherwise he's going to get you. Oh, I can't control you, can I? Okay, we could get out here and maybe take out that Arthron. We do it with the dash. That'll leave us some actions to try to get this guy. And we could also do rapid clearance here if we think we're going to kill it. Let's see. Definitely going to kill it. Let's do rapid clearance. And that will make this shot basically free, right?
People used to get paid for
Yes.
this.
And oh, it would be nice if we could dash you into the circle. Yes, we can.
I want a medal for this.
Oh, shoot. There's a mine fragger right there.
Must focus.
Damn. Okay. What do we do? Sniper. I think we're going to let the sniper take a hit from the mine fragger.
I just need
So
the
that-
right angle.
So that we can save his friend. Although, shoot, I forgot that a friend was paralyzed. Okay. Missed. Let's see, what's up with this guy? You have a spitterhead? Yeah, so you're still in it. Scooby can save the day, right? Let's put you here. And then we'll fire at this mine fragger. Good luck with that shot. Probably gonna hit a wall. Kind of overkill for a mine fragger, but didn't really want to get killed. Alright, Citizen Eileen, you don't have a shot. Probably best to put you here and... Oh, maybe you
Heading
got a
out.
shot here. Another mine fragger visible. Okay. Yeah, I think it's far enough away that we can ignore it this turn. And then your shot here. Yeah, I think you'd be able to kill this, maybe. So let's try. Yeah, it looks like even if we hit on the carapace, it dies. Wait. Okay. Charlie is out of ammo here. Because of the wasted spider drones. I'm gonna try again. That's better, Charlie. And I probably should have done this in a different order. I should have... we'll set you up here and we'll overwatch if possible. Oops. Yeah, let's get better eyes on this overwatch. Why can't I adjust the camera? There we go. Where is this guy exactly? He's in the corner. So how about we try to shoot him through the window? Hey, and then Jen, you could just... Actually, what you're going to do is backstop the... You're going to run over here and be a backstop for that in case that mine fragger comes down. So far, this has been a lot more pleasant than I thought it was going to be. We'll see if that remains the case. Okay, you gotta heal yourself. Why can't you heal yourself? You don't have enough move. Okay. So what can you do? Nothing. New Triton coming on the board. From behind. Why did that not trigger our Overwatch? That was like exactly where the Overwatch is aimed. Right, 2 visible mine fraggers. getting a little close. Alright, we're gonna start with Mist. And Mist, I want you to take that guy out if you can. Yes, you can.
Repositioning.
Thank you.
Hostile neutralized.
Let's see, can we wake someone up with a spider drone? No. Unfortunately, no. Can blow up mindfraggers with spider drones, though. Alright, what? Yeah, it's dead. This one, not close enough. Alright. Don't think we can see that from there.
Ready to fire.
Alright, we're going to try quick aim. We're also going to mark you for death for the extra damage because we have the will for it. And we have to wait till you pop up your head. There you go.
Got lucky.
Took out the pain chameleon torso. And we don't have will for a second shot, so that was... yeah, that was misplay. This guy has 54 left. I think Jen might be able to take it. Okay, and Eileen, I think what you're going to do is...
Okay.
No. You're going to Overwatch. The pistol.
I hope I get them.
Because that thing's coming for you. And what do we have left?
Ready.
We have you. You
Sort
wanna
of.
heal yourself. And then you really want to start running for the exit. Hi, Zoc. You're gonna have to go in there and try to heal this guy.
Okay.
How do I make this happen? F, and then click on him.
It'll be fine.
There we go. It did reduce the paralysis a bit, but for some reason it didn't
What's
make
needed?
you join my team, which is weird. I wonder if that's because you were paralyzed when we did that. Okay, which means we're gonna run in here with you. What's the right way to get in here? That door. There we go. Alright, and you are going to make a beeline. Okay, the only exit is over there. Great. We have a mindfragger left. Nothing really dangerous that's visible over here, but it would be nice to scout it. Let's make sure. Yep, nothing bad. Not, yeah, I don't know. Don't think it makes sense to fire a rocket at that mindfragger. We'll be able to save Citizen Eileen if she gets fragged. Nothing visible there. Charlie, you can keep moving. And Bandit Assault. I wonder what we're going to name you. Who knows? Alright, anybody left? Just this spider. And that's it. Let's see who gets fragged by this mine fragger. Yep.
That should have gone better.
Little bit of paralysis. Probably not enough to save anyone. Nope. Sorry, Jen. And a new brute champion on the board. Alright, we are going to have to get in there and bash. And we'll bash with your gun because I think that does more bash damage. And unfortunately, you will not have any points this turn. So you're going to be lagging behind. Let's get this bandit closer to the exit. And let's get the sniper closer to the exit, although you have a shot here. It's going to be a terrible shot because of the shield. And I think we can outrun that guy most likely. We can also leave some spiders for him to deal with. Charlie somehow still invisible.
I've got to be quick.
Tyzok is
I'll try and
looking
get
good.
there.
Maybe Scooby launches a missile. Yeah, let's do it. Nope, out of range. Scooby's gonna hold on to the missiles. Maybe Scooby will actually head back. And you know what? Scooby should be heading back and picking up the snipers. That's what you should be doing. This spider can interfere with the Arthron. And that's everybody. New Arthron on board. Right behind the other one. That one has machine gun. Okay, the plan was for you, Scooby, to get over there and pick them up. Let's see if we can't rocket that guy. Yeah. Rockets are way off. It's always a gamble firing rockets over distance. It's really a short-range weapon, unfortunately.
I'm listening.
Alright, how far can you get? Oh, great. You can almost get to Scooby. Which, you know, I don't think it really makes sense to put you in there.
I have to move.
Probably a better idea to save you for being able to shoot. Let's get this bandit out of here if we can. And then let's blow up some spiders on this guy. We can get behind him. Took off his legs, but he's still got his pincher. Double check. Yeah, he's still a threat. Bleeding a little bit. This one, you're actually gonna just hop inside so that the other guy can't shoot at you.
5x5.
And Mr. 5x5, how about you run by run? Okay, Charlie, you need to stay on board to be able to control the spiders. But once they're gone, you're out of here.
Moving to coordinates.
now?
Hyzok. You kind of have a shot here, don't
This
you?
place stinks.
Yeah, nice. Alright, that one is still spitting.
I know how to do this. I'm on the move.
Triton Ghoul on the board. It's got armored legs, it looks like. Alright, I think we're getting pretty close to being able to exit. It's really Jen who's furthest behind now. Probably gonna get some shots.
I'm here.
Ready. I'm on the move.
5 by 5. Let's roll.
Tyzok can't quite get out, so let's hold you behind this rock.
No ambush, please.
Actually, I probably should have overwatched you, although I don't think it's going to be valuable. That guy's really far away. Everyone else hiding back in this corner behind the building. Feel like we'll be safe here. And let's see, Scooby, with your last shot, you might be able to do a little good. Yeah, could get lucky, right? Oh, we got so lucky. Very nice, dude. Scooby, that is the best shot you've made all game. Spider is not in range, but also I don't think they're going to threaten it. Or if they do, that will keep them occupied. That regenerated all its broken parts, and it's mad at that little spider. But it didn't do enough to kill it. Did get a thug on this side of the board, though. Alright, let's see if we can use that spider. Did not die. Well, bleeding out, though. Alright, everybody else, who is capable of getting out?
Ready for action.
All set.
Janet,
Yes.
are you gonna get out? Or, no, not quite. Alright, this guy's got a shotgun, so I think it's just run. So he's gonna have to get close enough to use it, and I think we can get far enough away that he won't reach us. We are out of ammo with Scooby, but yeah, let's put him here. He'll probably take a pot shot at us, but it should link off the armor. Alright, that's it. Everybody's out. And we rescued 2 operatives. Which means we have a spare sniper. Took some minor injuries. I think actually we came in injured also. Heading back to the geoscape. Rescue mission over. Sven Zarist Spacegeg and Sabrina Psylocke Kitty. We did use quite a bit of ammo, 115 materials worth. We're doing alright. Alright, so we will take a look at our new recruits next time. I hope you join me then when we visit Phoenix Point again. Until then, this has been Corknut. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.